heat, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride. For my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Check. Block 54. 22 jet bombers. Pressure. Hey, switch gears.
Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 59. 61. Matchbox.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down, Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. 20, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Wentz. Incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 11.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 3. Check 52.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Goff now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Goff's throw here finds Woods, and he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Now Goff on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On second down now. It's Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On play action, Wentz. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now you won.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Call. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Switch. Maverick.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch the ship. Check 15. X3. 218. Chop it. Super 1.
Out of the gun. Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Check. 59 mark, check, 59. Hey, kill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hold on.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Taylor. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And some room to maneuver. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. From the 45 on second down, Wentz being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He finds Taylor. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go. Ready? Check. Right.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Touchdown, Eagles. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. They find some open field. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 68 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. A play fake to Gurley, now gone. He's going to fire going deep, middle of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Motion, motion, buck, buck, buck. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59. Let's go, let's get this ball back.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. To return is Taylor. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have great... Starting field position here as they take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A big play there. Goff to Cup. 47 yards. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go.
50-yard attempt.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They can't hang with us. Check 99. Check 99.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley.
It's run.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
The first down run with Gurley good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
120. 4 down. 12.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. And this is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Los Angeles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto, if you want